my name is Emily, and this is my story about how I learned English at home. Growing up in a non-English speaking country, I always knew the importance of learning English. It was the language of international communication, business, and culture. However, access to formal English education was limited in my town. Determined to master the language, I embarked on a journey to learn English from the comfort of my home. This journey was filled with challenges, discoveries, and triumphs, and it taught me valuable lessons about self-discipline, resourcefulness, and perseverance. The first step in my journey was to set clear goals. I knew that learning English would take time and effort, so I needed a plan. I started by identifying my reasons for learning English. I wanted to communicate with people from different countries, access a broader range of information, and enhance my career prospects. With these goals in mind, I created a study schedule that balanced my existing commitments with dedicated time for English learning. My initial plan included daily vocabulary practice, weekly grammar lessons, and regular listening and speaking exercises. To build a strong foundation in English, I began with vocabulary. I realized that having a good vocabulary was essential for understanding and communicating effectively in English. I started with basic words and phrases, using flashcards to memorize them. Each day, I dedicated time to review old flashcards and learn new ones. This consistent practice helped me retain new words and gradually expand my vocabulary. Additionally, I labeled objects around the house with their English names to reinforce my learning throughout the day. As my vocabulary grew, I turned my attention to grammar. Understanding the rules of grammar was crucial for constructing correct sentences and conveying my thoughts clearly. I used online resources such as grammar websites and YouTube tutorials to learn the basics. I started with simple concepts like sentence structure, verb tenses, and subject-verb agreement. Practice was key to mastering these concepts. I completed exercises and quizzes to test my understanding and identify areas that needed improvement. Over time, I progressed to more complex grammar topics, such as conditional sentences and passive voice. Listening and speaking were the next areas I focused on. I knew that being able to understand spoken English and communicate effectively were essential skills. To improve my listening skills, I immersed myself in English media. I watched English movies, TV shows, and documentaries with subtitles. Initially, I found it challenging to keep up with the fast pace and unfamiliar accents. However, I persevered, replaying difficult sections and gradually adjusting to the speed. Listening to English music and podcasts also helped me get used to different accents and improve my comprehension. Speaking practice was equally important. Living in a non-English speaking environment, I had limited opportunities for real-life conversations. To overcome this, I used language exchange apps to connect with native English speakers. These apps allowed me to practice speaking with people from around the world. Initially, I was nervous about making mistakes, but my language partners were supportive and patient. They corrected my errors and provided valuable feedback. Regular speaking practice helped me build confidence and improve my pronunciation. Reading and writing were also integral parts of my learning process. I started with simple English books, such as children's stories and graded readers. These books were designed for learners and used basic vocabulary and grammar. Reading aloud helped me practice pronunciation and intonation. As my reading skills improved, I moved on to more complex texts, such as newspapers, magazines, and novels. Reading not only expanded my vocabulary, but also exposed me to different writing styles and idiomatic expressions. To improve my writing skills, I kept a daily journal in English. Writing about my day-to-day experiences helped me practice sentence structure, grammar, and vocabulary. Initially, my entries were short and simple, but as I gained confidence, I started writing longer and more detailed entries. I also used online forums and social media to engage with English-speaking communities. Writing posts and comments allowed me to practice expressing my thoughts and opinions in English. Feedback from other users helped me identify and correct mistakes. In addition to these core activities, I used various tools and resources to support my learning. Language learning apps, such as Duolingo and Memrise, provided interactive exercises and gamified learning experiences. Online dictionaries and translation tools helped me look up unfamiliar words and understand their meanings and usage. Grammar and writing guides, available online or as ebooks, offered explanations and examples to clarify difficult concepts. These resources were invaluable in my journey to learn English at home. One of the most effective strategies I discovered was to immerse myself in the language as much as possible. I tried to incorporate English into my daily life in creative ways. For example, I changed the language settings on my phone and computer to English. This simple change forced me to interact with English regularly. I also set goals to think in English and talk to myself in English throughout the day. These practices helped me internalize the language and improve my fluency. Motivation and consistency were crucial to my success. Learning a language is a long-term commitment, and there were times when I felt frustrated or discouraged. To stay motivated, I reminded myself of my goals and celebrated my progress. Setting small, achievable milestones helped me stay focused and positive. I also sought inspiration from successful language learners by reading their stories and watching their videos. Their experiences and advice encouraged me to keep going and believe in my ability to succeed. As I progressed, I looked for opportunities to test my skills and measure my improvement. Taking standardized English tests, such as TOEFL or IELTS, was a great way to assess my proficiency. Preparing for these tests helped me identify areas where I needed to improve and gave me a clear benchmark of my progress. Additionally, I participated in online language challenges and competitions. These activities added an element of fun and competition to my learning process and motivated me to push myself further. Another important aspect of my journey was connecting with other learners. Joining online language learning communities allowed me to share my experiences, ask questions, and learn from others. These communities provided support, encouragement, and valuable resources. Participating in group activities, such as book clubs or discussion groups, helped me practice English in a collaborative and interactive environment. I also made friends with fellow learners, and we supported each other through our learning journeys. Reflecting on my journey, I realized that learning English at home was not just about mastering a language. It was about personal growth and development. It taught me the importance of self-discipline, time management, and perseverance. It challenged me to step out of my comfort zone, embrace mistakes, and learn from them. It opened up new opportunities, broadened my horizons, and connected me with people from diverse backgrounds and cultures. Today, I use English confidently in my personal and professional life. Whether I am traveling, working, or socializing, my English skills have become an invaluable asset. Learning English at home was a transformative experience that enriched my life in countless ways. It showed me that with the right mindset, resources, and dedication, it is possible to achieve great things from the comfort of your own home. For anyone embarking on a similar journey, I would offer the following advice: be patient, stay motivated, and be consistent. Learning a language takes time and effort, but the rewards are worth it. Use a variety of resources, immerse yourself in the language, and seek opportunities to practice. Celebrate your progress, learn from your mistakes, and never give up. Remember that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. In conclusion, my journey to learn English at home was a challenging yet rewarding adventure. It was a journey of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. It taught me valuable life skills and opened up a world of opportunities. I am proud of what I have achieved and excited for the future. I hope my story inspires others to embark on their own language learning journeys and discover the joys and benefits of learning English. This is the story of how I learned English at home. It is a story of determination, hard work, and perseverance. It is a story of overcoming challenges and celebrating achievements. It is a story that I am proud to share and one that I hope will inspire others to learn English and achieve their goals. My journey to learn English, a personal odyssey. Learning English began as a distant dream in my childhood. Growing up in a small village where my native language reigned supreme, the idea of mastering English seemed both daunting and improbable. However, a seed of curiosity was planted early on when I heard snippets of English in movies or music on rare occasions. It sparked a fascination with the language of opportunity and global communication. As I entered adolescence, the realization dawned upon me that proficiency in English could significantly enhance my prospects. It wasn't just about academic success, but also about connecting with the world beyond the borders of my small town. This realization marked the beginning of my journey to learn English. I started with the basics. My parents, recognizing the importance of English, enrolled me in an after-school English course. The initial days were challenging. I vividly remember struggling with the alphabet and basic vocabulary. Words like apple, book, and cat seemed foreign and complex. However, my teacher, Mrs. Fernandez, was patient and encouraging. She used flashcards, songs, and simple stories to make the learning process engaging. My enthusiasm grew as I started to grasp the basics. I began practicing English outside the classroom. My parents supported me by buying English children's books and encouraging me to read aloud to them. Although my pronunciation was far from perfect, these sessions boosted my confidence and helped me develop a love for reading. To immerse myself further, I turned to English media. Watching English cartoons and movies became a daily ritual. Initially, I relied heavily on subtitles, but gradually, I began to understand phrases and sentences without needing them. Shows like Dora the Explorer and Blue's Clues were particularly helpful as they were designed for children learning English. Repeating the characters' phrases improved my pronunciation and listening skills. Despite my progress, speaking English remained a significant challenge. I was shy and afraid of making mistakes. My parents encouraged me to practice speaking at home. They would ask me simple questions in English, and I had to respond in English. This practice was nerve-wracking at first, but over time, it became a fun and integral part of my day. One turning point in my journey was when I made a friend named Sarah. She was an exchange student from the United States who had joined our school for a year. Sarah's presence was a blessing. She was patient and understanding, and we spent hours talking about our cultures, hobbies, and dreams. These conversations helped me practice English in a natural setting and significantly improved my speaking skills. Encouraged by my progress, I sought more structured learning opportunities. I joined an English language club at school where we practiced speaking, reading, and writing in English. We held debates, read books, and even performed plays. This immersion in various aspects of the language helped me understand its nuances and complexities. Reading English books was another significant step in my journey. I started with simple novels and gradually moved on to more complex texts. Books like Charlotte's Web and Harry Potter not only improved my vocabulary, but also opened up new worlds and sparked my imagination. Reading became a passion, and I spent countless hours lost in English literature. To further improve my writing skills, I started keeping a journal in English. Each day, I wrote about my experiences, thoughts, and feelings. This practice helped me organize my thoughts and express myself clearly. My grammar and vocabulary improved, and I began to enjoy writing. As I progressed, I realized the importance of formal education in mastering English. My parents enrolled me in advanced English courses, which focused on grammar, vocabulary, and communication skills. These classes were rigorous but rewarding. My teachers provided detailed feedback and pushed me to improve continually. One of the most effective ways I found to learn English was through technology. Language learning apps like Duolingo and Babbel became an integral part of my routine. These apps offered interactive lessons, quizzes, and games that made learning fun and engaging. I also watched educational videos on YouTube and followed English learning channels. The variety of content available online allowed me to learn at my own pace and explore topics that interested me. Practice was essential to my progress. I sought opportunities to use English in real-life situations. I volunteered at local events where I interacted with English-speaking tourists. These interactions were challenging but invaluable. They helped me apply what I had learned in a practical context and boosted my confidence. Another significant milestone in my journey was when I attended an English summer camp. The camp brought together students from different countries, and English was the common language. Living in an English-speaking environment for several weeks was transformative. I learned to think in English, improved my fluency, and made lifelong friends. Throughout my journey, there were moments of frustration and doubt. Learning a new language is not easy, and there were times when I felt overwhelmed. However, I learned to be patient with myself and to celebrate small victories. Every new word learned, every sentence spoken correctly, and every book read was a step forward. My family's support was crucial. They encouraged me, provided resources, and celebrated my achievements. My teachers also played a significant role. They were dedicated, knowledgeable, and always willing to help. Their feedback and guidance were invaluable. As I approached high school graduation, I began to see the tangible benefits of my efforts. My improved English skills opened up new opportunities. I was able to apply for scholarships, participate in international exchange programs, and explore career options that required English proficiency. One of the most memorable experiences was my participation in an international debate competition. Competing against students from different countries, I realized how far I had come. The debates were intense and challenging, but I held my own and even won an award. This experience boosted my confidence and reinforced the importance of English in a globalized world. With my newfound confidence and skills, I decided to pursue higher education in an English-speaking country. I applied to universities in the United States and the United Kingdom. The application process was rigorous, but my hard work paid off. I received several acceptance letters and chose to attend a university in the United States. Moving to a new country was both exciting and intimidating. The first few weeks were challenging as I adjusted to a new culture, education system, and way of life. However, my English skills helped me navigate these challenges. I made friends, participated in class discussions, and embraced new experiences. University life was enriching. The diverse student body exposed me to different perspectives and cultures. I took courses in literature, history, and science, all taught in English. The academic rigor pushed me to improve my language skills further. I also joined clubs and organizations where I practiced English in various contexts. One of the highlights of my university experience was studying abroad in England for a semester. Living in a country where English is the native language was an immersive experience. I traveled, explored historical sites, and learned about British culture. This experience deepened my appreciation for the language and its rich history. As I neared the end of my university journey, I reflected on my progress. Learning English had been a long and challenging journey, but it was also incredibly rewarding. It had opened doors to new opportunities, broadened my horizons, and connected me with people from around the world. My journey to learn English didn't end with graduation. I realized that language learning is a lifelong process. I continued to read, write, and engage with English content. I also sought opportunities to teach and mentor others who were learning English. Sharing my experiences and helping others on their language learning journey was fulfilling. Looking back, I am grateful for the support and encouragement I received from my family, teachers, and friends. Their belief in me and their unwavering support were instrumental in my success. I am also proud of my determination and perseverance. Learning English was not easy, but it was worth every effort. My journey to learn English taught me valuable life lessons. It taught me the importance of setting goals, working hard, and being persistent. It taught me to embrace challenges, learn from mistakes, and celebrate progress. Most importantly, it taught me the power of language to connect people and open up new worlds. Today, I use English every day in my personal and professional life. It has become an integral part of who I am. Whether I am reading a book, writing an email, or having a conversation, I am reminded of the journey I undertook to learn this beautiful language. Learning English was a transformative experience. It not only improved my communication skills, but also enriched my life in countless ways. It gave me the confidence to pursue my dreams, the ability to connect with people from different cultures, and the tools to navigate a globalized world. As I continue my journey, I am excited about the possibilities that lie ahead. I know that there is always more to learn and explore. I am committed to lifelong learning and to helping others on their language learning journey. My story is a testament to the power of language learning. It is a reminder that with determination, hard work, and the right support, anyone can achieve their goals and unlock new opportunities. I hope my journey inspires others to embark on their own language learning adventures and to discover the joys and rewards of learning a new language. In conclusion, learning English was a journey filled with challenges, growth, and triumphs. It was a journey that transformed my life and opened up new possibilities. It was a journey that I will always cherish and continue.